Yo, what's up, guys? I pray that you're all doing well, especially in this heat wave that we have in Europe currently. It's super hot today, but we're alive. I'm grateful for that. But today's video, guys, we're going to be going over Bob's gameplay trailer. Now, I am really excited for Bob, and he does come out in August. So I thought, you know what? There's not much really going on in Tekken right now besides everyone's just waiting for, I guess, Bob and, EWC and whatnot. So I thought, why not make this video about Bob? I'll be comparing some of the stuff they're showing in the trailer to what he had in Tekken 7. So yeah, let's get straight into it. You might be able to hear Tekken 7 in the background. It's because I have it open, by the way, guys. But let's see. Bob, he is coming. I can't believe it, bro. He's going to be super fun. I feel like he's always been fun to play,
Get ready for the next battle.
Speed and weight. So what did they show first? I don't remember, Bob! Okay, this. Guys, this, I think, in my opinion, is kind of insane. Back 2-2 is a great poke. Super strong. And it is, sorry. It's a -3. He can just do back 2 and poke with it. Of course, back 2-2 is a high, followed by a mid. Sometimes people were slow in ducking it. But like some of the top pro players would always like duck it. But this having a mix-up which goes into stance, in my opinion, is pretty strong. The frames on back 2 alone is +6, which is really strong in my opinion. And then I think back 2-2 is +8 here. So a very strong move in my opinion. Let me just turn off count here. I think a really, really strong move. Yeah, I think that alone, for me, when I first saw that, I was like, okay, this might be a bit crazy. But let's carry on watching the trailer. So they showed forward 4. So forward 4 is the same, more or less, high homing. This looks like... So this looks like forward 4 on its own. That's what it looked like. So the first hit of forward 4, in my opinion. I don't know how to restart. There we go. So it's just making sure, guys. It's been a while. So this looks like forward 4, which is a homing mid, which has a follow-up, of course. I think it's -11 or -12 on block. So that looks like it has a follow-up into CD 3-4, which also wall splatted. And of course, he could mix this with CD 3-2. But yeah, that looks the same as CD 3-4, to be fair. It's probably the same move. Up forward 1+2, 4, that looked like. Again, we just saw CD 3-2. I don't think anyone really used this. This was a wall bounce in Tekken 7, by the way. But yeah, I think this move is... It's whatever, It's not something I'm necessarily scared of, Now, that looked like a new move. So this is 4-3-2. Or is it down 4-3-2, sorry. And this is to also wall splat. A very good poke, I think. I think using down 4-3 on its own is sometimes good, Again, this is the problem with Bob. I feel like he has so many good moves, you just have to learn how to use them. That looks like a new move. Of course, CD 1+2 into down forward 1. Now, this CD 1+2 was a wall bounce. On its own, it was, I think, -13? -10, sorry. Then if you charged it, it became safe, So, non-charge -10. And then charged, it became safe. Now, they showed down forward 1+2. Now, it looked like he has either the option to stand up or he automatically stands up. But yeah, this was -12, but he's on the floor. And he had no option to like get up from this automatically. Now, from that trailer, it does look like he's forced to get up. But maybe that's just an option he has now. And of course, he still has upward 1+2. Is it upward 1+2? So I don't think he had the power crush. That was a power crush that showed it in the trailer. Yeah, I think this is new. Yeah, this looks new, to be fair. I don't remember him having a power crush from stance, so that's really interesting. So yeah, I think that's a buff in my opinion. You know, having a power crush in stance is really important. Let's just see that part again. CD 1+2, down forward 1+2, and then the power crush belly option. So this looked like 4-3-4 if I'm not mistaken. This does look like 4-3-4 to be fair. So maybe a new punish that's probably been sped up. And of course now goes into stance as well. And that's a new parry seems like he has, which guarantees that, I guess. I'm not sure what that move is. That move looks... It kind of gives me this string. It does kind of look like that. Which is his full crash down for 2-1. We had a follow-up as well, you know. Of course, his 1+2 throw no longer launches. I'm not sure what that move is. And of course, this is his heat smash, which has a unique animation. If you get the blue sparks on each hit, I think you get the special animation. I think more damage, most likely. This is a cool trailer, though. Punch his belly. Now this, I have no idea what this is. This looks like... Is it back 3+4? It's not back 3+4. He had like a move. Oh, I legit don't know Bob's moves anymore. It's so crazy. I mean, it kind of gives me 3+4 vibes, I think. Let's watch that back. It doesn't, but like... Maybe it's a new move. And goes into the roll stance, which guarantees a heat engager, it looks like, on counter. Board 2 now has... Which this looks like a new heat move, because you can hear the heat being spent. If you guys didn't know, I think he's... 12 frame was one of the best in my opinion. Really strong punish. Again, 4-2-3. Long range 12 frame punish. Wall splatted as well, you know. Great move. But knowing that has a heat extension now, it's pretty interesting. That was a slash kick, and this is the new heat low move that he has, which probably wastes a ton of heat. Of course, 4-4-2, we were expecting that to be a heat engager. And of course, this is Rager, and you just saw there, down 4-2. He did down 4-2 into Rager, of course. He's down 4-2, super good. One of the best down 4-2s. Used to crush super well. -8. Yeah, literally just, you can just throw it out on keep out, you know, and you can get a ton of damage from it. But knowing that he has his 4-4-2, super good in my opinion. Yeah, I think from what we've seen so far, he does have a ton of new moves, you know. I think the back 2-1 is the biggest thing in my opinion. The But yeah, I'm really excited to see some of the moves they haven't shown, for instance. Like, they showed the health sweep, but it was in a combo. They didn't show, like, down back 3+4, for instance. Yeah, like, moves they didn't show is down back 3+4, down 3. Of course, down forward 1-2. Maybe what they showed when he was in Crash is probably down forward 1-2 or wash lane 1-2 or whatever it was. Of course, they didn't show his twin pistons, which is his 14 frame. Yeah, I think he no longer has his up forward 4. They did say, I think he no longer has a 15 frame launcher now, so that's a weakness now, which is pretty good, I guess. Moves like sidestep 1+2, I want to see what they did to it as well. I think this move is really strong. I could see it being a heat engager even, honestly. Of course, CD1 as well. I'm sure everyone's wondering what they've done to CD1. This move was crazy, you know. Normal hit launcher, you know, which was pretty crazy. What a button. But yeah, I'm really excited for Bob, honestly. Really excited to see what they do. Let me know what you guys think, of course. Comment down below what you'd like to see with Bob. You know, are you guys excited for Bob? What are your thoughts? How are you guys feeling? Because I feel like Bob kind of got like mixed reviews in my opinion. Some people like him, others don't as much. But yeah, I am really excited for him and I can't wait to play him when August arrives, hopefully. Guys, remember to like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more videos. I am currently still working on my Heihachi guide. I'm making good progress on it, so hopefully that'll be out before Bob comes out, God willing. So yeah, guys, take it easy, God bless, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.